Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Kicking It with Kyle. That's right. You know, the studio gave me an upgrade. I was rocking with a single block on Sports Talk last year. You know what? They decided to upgrade my pay a little bit. You know, give me a couple extra million to do the solo show. It's whatever. We're moving on. But you may be wondering, hey, what am I about to watch? So what is Kicking It with Kyle? Well, let's just say it's a spinoff. There's not much more to it other than that. So you might be thinking, what the heck am I getting myself into right now? Well, you'll be getting a lot of college football, a bunch of other random ideas in the abyss that is my brain. So let's not waste another second. Let's run it right into the college football. So the Big 12, currently, they just went out and asked a bunch of Pac-12 teams about their interest in joining the Big 12. They contacted Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah about joining the Big 12. So now what does this mean for college football in general? Well, we already know that the Pac-12 is pretty much a poverty franchise, or poverty conference, my apologies, and it's really fallen apart, and it has been falling apart for a hot minute now. They lost UCLA to the Big 10. They lost USC to the Big 10. Oregon's in the threat of leaving. So everything's kind of all just going all over the place for the Pac-12 right now. So would I be surprised to see another team join them? Probably not. Not really, honestly. And especially Colorado, with how Deion's been turning that program around. I mean, hey, they went from what? They didn't even get 30,000 fans in the last couple of years. They have 30,000 tickets sold for their spring practice. That's right. They've sold more tickets for their spring practice with Deion than they have the entire last 7 years. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the Pac-12. But now we're going to move on. Jalen Hyatt, not Hyatt. I'm jumping ahead of myself. We're going to go to quarterbacks. Who is the best quarterback in this draft? Well, so a lot of speculation in the last couple of weeks has come out about, is Anthony Richardson him? Is he the guy? You know, he's coming out of Florida. Is he him? I personally don't think he's the first overall guy. I don't think you put him there. I still think Bryce Young, despite all the hate that the NFL scouts have been giving him, McShay gave him a horrible take on it, saying that he wasn't one of the best quarterbacks, that GMs should be worried about his height. I mean, Bryce Young's gone out and he's shown himself. I'm not a Bama fan. Everybody that knows me knows I hate Bama. But that guy is a baller. He will throw it down the field. I think he's better than C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud chokes in tight games, in really important games. I mean, we saw it. He's been to the playoffs twice, choked in both games. I'm not taking him first. I'm not taking Richardson, who hasn't proved anything, first. I'm taking Bryce Young. Bryce Young is still the best quarterback pick, in my opinion. So now we get into Jalen Hyatt, as I was mentioning. You know, tried to jump in ahead of myself a little bit. But, you know, I'm a speedy guy, just like Jalen Hyatt, who we're talking about right now. The Tennessee receiver, is he the best receiver in the draft? See, personally, a lot of people say that he's just he's not a good route runner. He can run a fade, and that's it. He can run down the field really fast and catch. But here's the thing. A lot of people said about Julio Jones. A lot of people said about Justin Jefferson, who's turning up right now. They had fantastic NFL careers. And fun fact, in the combine, he ran a faster 40-yard by 0.2 seconds faster than Justin Jefferson, 0.1 seconds faster than Julio Jones. Two of the best guys who just run fades, go down, catch the ball. Jamar Chase does that all the time. It's worked out for the Bengals pretty well. Why wouldn't it work out for Jalen Hyatt? He balled out. He single-handedly took Bama down pretty much. How many touchdowns did he have in that game? I don't got anything else to say. Jalen Hyatt, besides maybe Quentin Johnson, he's the best receiver in this draft. Simple as that. So now we move into who is the best coach in college football. A lot of debate's been going on around this lately. And you know what? I'm going to have to go with Kirby Smart. Is Kirby the best? I think Kirby probably is the best. And why, you may ask? Well, he is the only one of, Jimbo Fisher beat Saban, but he is one of the only assistants of Saban to beat Saban, one. And in his 7 years as a head coach, he is 81-15. He has won 84.4% of the games that he has head coached in college football. Do you see a better percentage than that? I don't. This dude is literally winning. What's mastery on a Regents? 85? This dude's basically in the mastery Regents range for college football coaching. Right now, he is the best coach. He is 8-2 out of 10 bowl games that he's had as well. So I don't think there's much discussion up there. I think Kirby's probably the best that they got right now. But now we're going to move into one of my personal favorites. You guys know, you know me pretty well by now, a lot of you. I don't like Alabama, and I don't like Nick Saban. So what is Nick Saban crying about now, you may ask? Well, he's crying about his schedule. Real ironic, Bama, the team that's always number one, Bama's best. He's complaining about a tough schedule. Yeah, it's part of the reason why they get in every year is because their schedule is normally a cakewalk. But this year, SEC said, I don't know, Saban, pump the brakes a little bit, not so fast, right? Nick Saban said, quote, they're giving us Tennessee, Auburn, and LSU. I don't know how they came to that decision. Well, probably part of the reason that they came to that decision is because they're in your conference and you never play hard conference opponents normally. Who does Bama normally play? They normally play somebody like Vandy, Mizzou, teams that are just trash. So, wow, you got to face some actual competition. We'll see how good your team really is this year. You lost to LSU last year and you lost to Tennessee. Be better. Auburn sucks. So now, moving on. NCAA making some rule changes when it comes to the time clocks in college football. So the new rule changes say no more consecutive timeouts, so meaning they can't call timeout after timeout. They're trying to speed up the game of college football. It's been getting a bit slow as of late. No on time down at the end of the first quarter or third quarter. That's just basic clock management stuff we're working with. There's really not too much to dive into here. But the one that I noticed, clock will run after first downs unless within the 2 minutes of a half. Because in college football, you get a first down, clock stops, you get to go up to the line. Once you get set at the line, that's when the clock starts again. So that's going to shave off a lot of time and make teams force the ball down the field quicker. They can't take as much time in their huddles. And I think it's much needed because as much as I love college football, oh my God, the media timeouts kill me. And the games just take so long and it gets very, very repetitive. So now, last but not least, in this graphic you see, is Texas dumb? Yes, that's a SpongeBob reference. Texas is a dumb state. Sorry, but is Texas back? Are they actually back this time? That's what we're getting into here. You got to figure. They got Quinn Ewers returning for his senior year. He came in from Ohio State last season. He played fairly well for him. They almost took down Bama in the first game of the season. If Ewers doesn't go out hurt, they probably end up doing so. They probably end up taking down Bama if Ewers doesn't get hurt in that game. You got Xavier Worthy coming back at wide receiver. He's one of the better wide receivers in college football. The big loss you're going to have is no Bijan Robinson, the best running back in college football last year. You're going to miss him. How's that going to go? But we'll just have to see. But that's all we got for right now. We're going to throw it over to break. When we come back, we're going to get into a little bit of Division I college hockey. I know we normally talk about D3 here, but that's right. We're getting into D1. Stay tuned for more Kicking It with Kyle.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10
out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin. And welcome back to my magic wonders that I call a TV show. It's
kicking a ball around or something like that. Yeah, you get the deal. Let's go on with it. So it's time. It's playoff time. I mentioned it a little bit. College hockey playoff season right now. So you know what time it is. It's time for some good old college hockey. You know, as a wise man once said, Coxie, why'd you want to play college hockey? I hope somebody got that reference, please. But first things first, Brooks got the reference. That's all that matters. So first things first, we're going to hop right into the Big Ten playoffs. So much to my own demise, everybody knows I'm a big Penn State guy, even though I am wearing this Notre Dame sweatshirt right now. Ironic. But I'm a big Penn State guy. Penn State got knocked out this last weekend, yesterday actually, as they fell to the Ohio State Buckeyes. I despise them with a burning passion. But yeah, Notre Dame actually drops too. Michigan State knocks out Notre Dame in the Big Ten quarterfinals. And Michigan, they dust off Wisconsin like it's nothing. Minnesota gets the first round bye, given that Minnesota is probably the best team in college hockey right now. Nyes and Cooley, just too good of a duo. They can't be stopped right now. So in the semifinals, we will see Minnesota versus Michigan State. Minnesota with a 77% chance to win that game. Most likely will. Like I said, Logan Cooley and Nyes, and then Michigan State, Ohio on the other. I don't care who wins that, but oh, wow. So now we're going to move on to the ECAC playoffs, which recently got underway. ECAC, a lot of teams from the local upstate New York area. You got Cornell, you got Clarkson, RPI. RIT's not in there, but still an upstate team. Anyways, so in the quarterfinals, number 1 Quinnipiac will be taking on number 10 Yale. Quinnipiac's going to dust them like it's absolutely nothing. Quinnipiac and Harvard, both teams in the ECAC, ranked in the top 10 in the nation right now. Quinnipiac, in my opinion, probably the best team in the college hockey behind Minnesota right now. I feel like Quinnipiac takes a nice run. Cornell and Clarkson will face off against each other, which will be a huge game. Semifinals will be in Lake Placid, New York. And St. Lawrence, yeah, we got good old Tommy Turgeon back there, St. Lawrence boy. Will be taking on the toothpaste company in Colgate. So my predictions, St. Lawrence, Cornell, Harvard, Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac takes down Harvard and beats Cornell in the finals. So now we got another division because it's hockey. There's a lot. Who's going to come away with the Hockey East is a big question. It's been a big toss-up this year as we've had a lot of teams. Maine, Providence coming in and out. UMass Lowell looking decent at times this year. UConn getting a new $70 million stadium. Northeastern winning the Beanpot tournament, which wasn't expected, knocking off Harvard and Boston University, Boston College in there as well. Merrimack, they're going to name in there. So some of the matchups that we're going to see, Vermont and Maine tomorrow on Wednesday. I can see Maine taking that one. New Hampshire, Providence. New Hampshire beat Providence not too long ago. UMass Lowell and UConn. I'm not a big Husky guy, so going to have to pass on them. Massachusetts and Boston, that's going to be a good one. UMass or Boston College, go to Boston College. I think Boston University takes the Hockey East at the end of the season, though. So now, on to our last of the hockey playoffs going around right now, the NCHC, the Western Division. So, got a slew of fantastic teams in here. Denver, St. Cloud, Minnesota Duluth, Western Michigan, Colorado College, Nodak. You got some powerhouses in here. It's going to be a great conference. First round of the quarterfinals, Denver has a 99% chance to just dust Miami, Ohio, like it's absolutely nothing. St. Cloud, 78% to beat Minnesota Duluth. That'll be a game that I'd keep upset watch on that one. You never know. Nodak, I think they got Omaha's actually put over Nodak. I think Nodak pulls that one out. Although they will not be playing in the Ralph, they will be in North Dakota. When Western Michigan, them Lawson Lunatics, they're too crazy, man. They're going to go crazy. Colorado College doesn't stand a chance against that. At the end of the day, though, I think Denver takes the NCHC. But now we're moving on to a new segment. I know, it's a whole new show. How can it be a new segment? But this is called Questions with Kyle. And yeah, I know I'm stealing more from Sports Talk. Crazy, right? Mr. Brooks, if you want to come in here real quick.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We got it. What's up, Brooksy?
I was trying to find your guest, and I don't know who's going to be answering these questions.
Well, I guess you can take a seat then.
All right,
Thanks. Come on, pop.
Appreciate it.
All
right,
let's go.
Let's go.
We got some questions we got to answer.
Let's do this.
All right, Brooks. You know what? I'm a nice guy. You're the contestant. you're coming on the show. You get the first pick.
I get the
You get the
first
first pick a question.
question. Do I ask you the question or do I answer?
No, you take it away yourself.
I take it away
Read
myself.
It and
okay.
answer the question.
All right, let's go.
To these
So
great people.
first question. Whoa. How many isosceles triangles are there on Spaceship Earth in Epcot? I have a feeling on who asked this.
Yeah.
Our Disney
could
geek in the
piece that one
back.
together a little
Isosceles triangles? I
don't
don't know.
know.
I'm not really a big math guy. Not really a big triangle guy. Let's
guess
say
a
like
random number.
2,000.
Yeah.
2,000.
Oh, no, we don't have an answer, so I
We
can't
don't.
really give out to you.
All right.
All right, now it's my time. Go into the bucket of death, because that's pretty much what this
This is
is.
scary.
This
is
is scary.
scary.
All right, so
We'll skip that one?
that didn't take long.
All right.
Skinner, I know this was you. Skinner, that one was you, and I know it was.
Oh, gosh.
All right. How many bowling pins are required to be left standing to be a Greek church?
What?
Oh,
A Greek church?
I don't know. I'm not a big bowling guy. I'm personally horrible at bowling.
I'm decent. I'm decent at it.
I'm gonna say
Greek church?
5. I don't know. I don't know.
Can we get like a ding or a
Nah,
sound?
we-
No?
nah,
No?
we're wrong.
Not today? All right.
Take it away, Brooks.
All right.
I was right.
Oh!
Okay.
There we go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go.
What?
What's this?
Okay.
Oh, it says Garrett or Jake.
Garrett or Jake?
Wow. Did Garrett write this one?
That is, I'm going to go to another question. I'm not going to answer
Nah,
that.
come on. You
Come
can't
on.
do us like that.
Come on
you
now.
Can't do us like that.
That
man.
is-
Come on, be better. Be
All right,
better.
here we go. Oh, if you were the ruler of your own country, what would be the first law you would make and why? The first law that I would make. Well, I would probably say that, that everyone has to be Philadelphia Eagles fans because I'm a big Fly Eagles Fly guy. Hell yeah. Come on.
All right. Do you put ketchup in the fridge? Yes. Yes. Ketchup belongs in the fridge.
Yes.
You cannot have, like, what? You want some moldy ketchup out? Like, no, come on. Be better. So we're going to toss it to break real quick. And when we come back, I'm going to review a movie with my roommate. Stay tuned.
Now it is time for Black Card
Card
Revoke.
Revoke.
Like, what's this apology about now?
At least that's what I feel like. I don't know. I thought it was cute. You know.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what about this black lace ensemble? You did a little song.
Yeah, I see it.
You did a little something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna figure it out though. But it won't be
Breathe for the swag.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys, boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I get that. I can't.
It's a winner, and I did bring a sweater for everyone.
There you go!
I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Too well. I can't say the best show on WTOP because everyone says that nowadays. I wonder where they stole that from. Maybe Sports Talk. Subtle flex. Cream Frige, Laker connections. We're better. So for this block, Steve and I here, well, we watch quite a bit of films, to say the least. So we consider ourselves to be the top movie critics that there are. So our opinions to be trusted the most. And today we review Puss in Boots. Now, Steve, let's start off talking about the plot. We went and we saw Puss in Boots yesterday. And just, wow, what a film.
Even before we get into the plot, just looking at the scenery, it was like a comic book feel, you know?
It was. Yeah, it had a, like, look at it.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
it. Come on. Like,
It's adorable.
It's adorable. Kitty soft paws right there. Boom. Like, come on, we got the characters and everything out here. We're too nice. So, basically, the plot of the movie, Steve, if you want to detail us a little bit about what was the theme around Puss in Boots?
The whole point of Puss in Boots is, his whole motto is, he laughs in the face of death. And he has 9 lives, because he's a cat, of course. But in this movie, he was down to his last life, you know? So that was the big thing, and he was just eventually scared of death. 9 lives, as Kyle portrays.
Now he has 1.
And all of in his past lives, he was very confident in himself. But when it came down to 1, he started getting scared, and he really started doubting himself.
And let me tell you, for a children's movie, there was so many underlying themes in this movie. I mean, the fear of death, 1. That's the main one of it. 2, he ran away from the altar, man. Oh my God. Out of nowhere. They pull out the fact out of nowhere that Puss in Boots was about to get married, and then he dips out from the altar. He just leaves in the middle of his wedding. Never shows up.
Love backstory, just out of nowhere. And that really hit, that one hit the heart.
That one hit. And then there's Burrito, the dog.
Oh, love Burrito. He was annoying at first, but he was just stuck around. He really loved Puss in Boots, and he wanted to be his friend because he didn't have any other friends.
Exactly. You know, heartwarming. Like, come on, what else can you ask for? But basically, so yeah, they're just chilling out there, enjoying their time, having a great time. He's Puss in Boots. He's him. He is literally Himothy.
Yep.
What happens? Boom, he takes down a giant rock monster. Yeah, look at this. Look at this boy.
Oh, handsome.
Look at this boy. Come on. Too good. But yeah, so basically, he takes down this rock monster, and then giant bell, like church tower bell, falls down. Boom. He's got 1 life left. What happens now? Oh, death's coming for him. He runs away. Becomes a house cat. Yet the most legendary cat of all time. He literally has a song that says, "Who is your fearless hero?" That's right, Puss in Boots.
Fearless hero.
Man's ego. Through the roof. Through the roof. He was him. And then all of a sudden, boom.
1 life.
Now he's a house cat, growing a gray old beard. He's just out of it.
Yep.
And a great comeback story, really.
Legendary. He buried Puss in Boots. It was dead. He buried him, and he was just a normal house cat. And then he had to come back.
And he did. So now we're going to get into our second point of analysis on this fantastic film. Steve, quite the character development, one would say. Whether it's ranging from, there's just so many characters. You had Goldilocks and the 3 Bears.
And remember, the whole Puss in Boots is part of Shrek, and Shrek's whole thing is they just make fun of every fairy tale, which was actually, it makes it really funny, because Goldilocks was kind of like a runaway home, run away from home girl, and she just like trained the 3 Bears to like help her steal stuff, and they were like a whole family.
Yeah, they're a crime syndicate bear family.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like, come on, man, come on, you can't get better than that. And then we got the backstory. We got the love backstory of Kitty Softpaws and Puss in Boots, and then they rekindle that and fall back in love at the end. Yeah, look at that.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, how can you not love that? How can you not?
Adorable.
So
look.
really, and then you really just see Puss go from being the super overly confident, super egocentric, I'm the best, and then he faces fear for the first time in his life. He runs away from it. Yeah, and that's how he be feeling. That's how he be feeling right there. He's like, come on, bro. But no, he faces fear for the first time in his life. He runs away, and then at the end of the movie, he reclaims himself and realizes the beauty in only having 1 life.
Exactly. And in like the beginning of the movie, when he was really scared, his lives were flashing before his eyes. But at the end, when he got scared, it was his life, the one life he was living right now, and that's the one he wanted to keep. That was his realization.
It's so deep, man. It's so deep. And then you got Burrito.
Burrito.
Talk me through the development of Burrito.
Well, he met Puss in Boots because he was impersonating a cat, because he wanted to be a house cat like everyone else, just to have a place to stay and food to eat. And he just wouldn't leave Puss in Boots alone. He just kept bugging him, but he just wanted to be his friend. And he wasn't greedy or anything. He was just happy to have a friend. So he was there for Puss in Boots when he was scared. And he was kind of like a therapy dog. And he just, made him feel a lot better.
Yeah, and this cat also, like, cussed out the entire Goldilocks family. And, like, absolute menace for that. And then at one point he's like, yeah, no, my backstory, I got put in a sock with a rock and thrown in the river and I swam out and existed. Like,
yeah,
this is a kid's film.
Yeah.
This is a kid's film, man.
And you feel so bad for Burrito, the dog, but he was just always so happy. He didn't care.
He didn't. He was just always
living
out
his
there,
life.
just having a great time. Really can't ask for more of that. But now, yeah, look at him. That's Burrito right there, man.
Love that, man.
What a guy.
He's trying to do the cute face, like
he's trying to do
Puss in Boots does.
the what is it, the
eyes,
the cat eyes.
The cat eyes, yeah. He had it at the end of the movie, but this is him trying.
Yeah, he gave it his best. He gave it his best shot, man. But now we're really getting into the deep part here. Here's where we really, get the pickaxe out, Minecraft. We're really digging into it now, right? We got the hardest movie villain to ever hit the screen. That's right. DreamWorks just decided, let me drop the most menacing villain of all time. Who'd they drop, Steve?
Death.
Death. That's right. The main villain in this movie is Death himself.
Not metaphorically, not theoretically, just Death. And he's portrays as a big wolf character. And Puss in Boots has his little sword, but Death has these two hooks.
He's got like sights almost.
Yeah, sights. Yeah, and he's going crazy on Puss in Boots, and he just really proves to Puss that he's not the best.
Yeah, because every movie, you got Puss going around. He's just like
saving the day. Being the hero.
Nobody can stop him. He's the greatest swordsman there is. Well, swords cat, I guess. He's the best swords cat there is. And then he runs into this wolf, this giant wolf named Death. And he literally said, the part I liked, the irony in it, they set it up great, is he goes, Puss in Boots laughs in the face of Death. And then Death looks at him and is like, well, no one's escaped me yet, because obviously nobody escapes Death. That's the whole point of it. He's literally the Grim Reaper, but in wolf form, man. Come on. And then he takes him to school.
Yeah.
He whips him.
The fight scenes are awesome in this movie too, with the whole comic book feel of it. And the thing about Death was he wasn't like evil or menacing. He was just scary. All he wanted to do was just kill off Puss in Boots and finish off his last life.
Yeah, literally the most menacing character. He whistles when he walks in. He gives us like super menacing whistle. Every single hair on Puss in Boots stands up. Instantly gets terrified and
there he is.
You're telling me you're a cat. You're an orange cat. I can relate to the orange a little bit. You're an orange cat. You're the legend. You're the greatest to ever do it. And then this dude pops up trying to hunt you. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? No, you gotta be terrified. But at the end, he comes to terms and he goes, I'm fighting for my last life. I want to keep my last life. And then Death lets him live. So that is all we got for Kyle's critically acclaimed movie review. Getting back to drinking some milk. This is Steve at about, 12:30 in the morning?
Yep.
This man comes out. He's about 3/4 of the way through the Brita.
I'm pouring that.
Man, 12:30 in the morning. He's just going all in on the Brita water, man. Come on. Got to save some for us. But thank you all for tuning in to this magnificent show. I don't know if it's magnificent. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally just here to kill the next 30 seconds worth of time because I thought that I had more stuff to go on. But I was a little bit wrong. So now I do what I do best. I ramble. But thank you, Steven. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We'll have to have this man on again for another movie review. As I stated, we are the top tier film critics. You will not get an analysis like this anywhere. So, Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. Remember, this is the best show on Monday.